I'm progression, producer, songwriter, all-round creative. I'm from West London, and you're now currently in my humble abode where the magic happens. Before it was my room and my studio. My dad used to have a studio in here, so it's always kind of represented the same thing. As I got older, I was able to purchase my own equipment, and this is where I record a lot of my stuff. The reason why I like working here is because sometimes when you're in a studio, it's intimidating for the artist. We're in a studio, we need to record, we need to make music, where because this is quite chilled, it's quite homely, it's relaxed, I'm able to kind of build a bit of a rapport with the artist where there's not as much pressure. So maybe if it was in another space that felt a bit more like a studio, it wouldn't hold that same type of energy. Naturally, I think I'm a conversationalist. I like to get to know people, and when it comes to making music, I think where at least my process, I like it to feel authentic, and that can only come from really understanding and knowing the journey or the story of the artist. We have a conversation. That conversation is what inspires the idea. So regardless of who I'm working with, the music is always going to be specific to them. And it's less about me being the producer, I'm more about the song or what's right for the feeling that I'm trying to create or the emotion I'm trying to evoke. That is more the angle than, okay, this sound plus that sound creates this sound. Do you know what I mean? It's more like, all right, cool. Is this chord progression in this sonic gonna make people feel this type of emotion? Or is this timbre in your vocal gonna make people feel this type of thing? Or is this lyric gonna make people think? Songs to me are like a vehicle for an emotion. They carry a spirit when they come from an honest space. That's the reason why it connects with people, and a song can make somebody cry or a song can make somebody happy, because it's rooted in some kind of truth. So like, I feel like that being the nucleus of my sessions really contributes to the honesty in the music. Having a conversation and really getting into the mind of the artist or the songwriter is proper important. I like to feel the music when I'm making it, especially when producing the music. I like to have the ability to turn the volume up loudly. With headphones, I think that's more of a, when I'm traveling or when I want to test my mix, but it's not what I would personally use to mix if I have the choice. I kind of mix while I'm going along, so my demos are usually like 80% there by the time you hear it, and then it's just about finalizing and just refining after that. The things that I've learned, or the things that I've been able to achieve, has been from like a bunch of trial and error and just doing things wrong and understanding what not to do. I've done a lot of listening, and I've put in a lot of hours to get to a point where I have an understanding of what I'm doing now. However, I'm massively influenced by many different things and many amazing musicians, producers, songwriters, writers, authors, loads of different people before me. And there's a level of teaching in that too. I've had access to like lots of good music from a young age. So the bar and what I was referencing was high already. I'm a huge fan of Darkchild, Rodney Jerkins. So when I was younger, like, all I was doing is trying to emulate his production and do what he does until you start to hone into what is your own sound. Now when I listen to like my old productions, I can hear where I was at and what I was inspired by, and I could draw a common thread between all of this amazing music that had a certain quality and a certain level of attention to detail. If I'm working in my home, I'm usually engineering for myself because I just know my equipment and it's quicker. A lot of people just think about the skilled element of an engineer, but an engineer's energy in the room is so important. My mentality and my perspective on how I make music is progressing. I'm always learning, obviously, but I think the idea of over-centralizing the producer or the production process is something I had to unlearn, because I feel like everybody that's involved is at service to the song. When I start a song, I can already hear the end product. A lot of the time when I speak to artists, we'll be making the song and I can imagine the video or the live performance, so many different layers beyond just what is happening in this current moment. And once I get that feeling, I know that it's finished. This is a song called Try Peace by Tiana Major 9, an artist I work closely with. Started off with these guitar parts on their own. So that's how they started. And then I built a drum groove around that. It just further emphasizes what I said about music being a vehicle for a feeling. Like, a feeling isn't a language. Like, if I make a song about love, the feeling in that song and the spirit of love that lives in that song is just gonna translate no matter what language you speak. Making music is part of my makeup. It's what I do naturally. It's what I'd be doing, whether it was my profession, not my profession, whether I'm making money, not making money. That's what I'm addicted to doing. I make music no matter what. And all I am in control of is the quality of music that I'm making, and is it real? Is it honest? Is it pure? Is it coming from a real place? Or am I just trying to make a song that I think people are gonna like or that I want to be popular? If I can look back at my catalog of music and be like, I'm proud of these songs, I've achieved. At the end of the day, it's subjective. Like, I can't base a career or my life on that. Like, I have to just do what I think is good to me, and hopefully other people listen to it and feel the same, and that's literally it.